there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on a Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you had a great week, a great weekend. Oh my goodness, we actually just went out today and ran errands, and it was the first time we'd been out of the house since Wednesday. Yeah. So that's how we're going. Yeah, my husband got sick with a cold, then I got his cold, and yes. So anyway, what this is going to be is a journal with me, sort of like a journal with me, however you want to call it. But I have pencil drawn in some of the events that have been occurring, and it is only his second time. Okay, my dog is grazing again. Yeah, second time this month. So, anyway, I've pencil drawn some things in, and we're just going to get started. Okay, I'm filming this on the 9th here. Okay, so I need to go back and do all of the the previous week. So, what I'm doing here, welcome if you're new, and welcome back. Thank you for joining and coming back. I really do appreciate your time. Here's the thing too, before I finish that other thought, is some of you, like in the comments and stuff, and even some people that like I recognize as frequent flyers, some of the comments are like, oh, glad to see you're back, or haven't seen you in a while, or something like that. I generally put out a video every Monday. I know I took some time off when I was super sick, but just want to let you know I'm back. And one of the ways that you can make sure to see when a new video comes up is to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, it's right there somewhere. I don't know, somewhere there. Hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. And you can also click on the notification bell and click it to all, so that you'll get, if you are the type that get notifications, you'll get a notification when my videos come up. So just that little tidbit of information. Okay, so if you're new here, this is what I'm doing for this year. I went and purchased a 2024 like planner, calendar, whatever, from the Dollar Tree. And I was really searching for something that I could use to document what's going on in my life, but do it with limited resources, limited supplies, and something that could be very quick for me to do, but something that would still kind of boost my creativity, as well as continuing to keep documentation of my life. Now, what I normally do is I recycle books, or I make my own books out of composition books or whatever, and I journal, written journaling as well as decorative journaling, and that's what I normally do. But during this phase of my life, it's been a bit difficult because I am now currently in the process of selling my home. Okay, so all of my craft room is all packed up. Excuse me while I clear my throat. I'm so sorry. Still getting over this cold. So all of my stuff is currently packed up, so I have very limited supplies. Okay. The other thing is that currently, right now, I am battling stage 4. What do I have? Metastatic melanoma. Okay, yeah. So I'm dealing with that. And so, being on the targeted therapy, which is also called oral chemotherapy, it's been a little rough, been a little rough going. But I'm still wanting to be a little creative, and I'm definitely wanting to continue to document my life. In this book, though, however, I know I just talk a butt ton. I'm sorry. That's just how I am. But I just want to explain things, that way you're not leaving me a bunch of questions, Although you can leave me questions, that's fine. I love it when you guys comment. But anywho, I document just random things that are going on, okay? That strike my interest. Okay, so I'm not documenting like special events. I'm not documenting I don't know, like special events or whatever. I'm documenting whatever strikes my fancy. So that's how I'm doing it. It's just whatever is going on in our lives. It's yeah. So it's very random, in other words. Okay. So this was like my May. I've had so much fun doing this. It's been wonderful. This is my April. And I did start going back. I didn't start this book until April. You know, I didn't purchase this book until April. So yeah, so this was my April, and then I did go ahead and go backwards to March. I started doing this. I haven't finished it yet. And then I still have February and January to kind of fill in at my leisure, you know, when I feel like it. So now I'm going to go ahead and start on June. So the first thing I need to do is, I think I'm going to use pink this time. What I do, again, I have very limited supplies, okay? I don't have like all my markers and all that fun stuff. No, I have highlighters, and I have this group of highlighters as well. Can you see that? Yeah. That's all I have out. These are my Bible highlighters, so the only markers I have. So that's what I'm using. And so to give it a little zhuzh, you know, I just do something very simple. It's not straight. I don't care. I really don't. But yeah, I just go around and outline these. Whoops, just because it's fun, right? Again, not caring if it's straight or not. And I have gone through this and drawn out some things. Now, the reason why I'm drawing it out, I don't particularly care to draw. I'm not a particularly, you know, talented drawer. But again, I have limited resources, you know. I packed up all of my stickers. I recently, a few weeks ago, got these just at a random, this I got at Ollie's. Both of them I got at Ollie's. I just happened to be there, picked them up, and those are like the extent of my stickers. And they're not even like good ones, you know. I don't know how to explain this. This is for teacher, so there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm never going to use. However, they had other stickers in there that I could use. So anyway, that is, whoops, I didn't want to go there, but I will now. That's what happens when you walk and chew gum at the same time. Yeah, which is very hard for me. Anyway, yeah, because I don't have my sticker collection, I need to draw in the things, you know, that I feel like that I want to document, you know. And yes, I'm doing the highlighter right over the drawings because I've penciled all the drawings in, and then I'm going to go over them in pen, right? So there's that. Oh my heavens to Betsy. I cannot believe that it is already, it's just so frightening to me that it's already, you guys, it's already June. Like, so, I think we'll go with light green this time, I guess. These are by Mr. Penn, by the way. I like them a lot. And these, I'm just going to go, this is very light. Again, these are highlighters, so, you know. But just to give it a little extra pizzazz, you know, a little extra. I have like a few rolls of washi tape that I could use, but if I wanted to use washi tape, see, like up here, there's not enough space to use washi tape. I could use washi tape on this side, but then I guess there's a little bit of space here that I could roll it over if I really wanted to. But anyway, oh geez Louise, I'm doing a really poor job of this. But this here, it just gives it a little extra, you know, little extra color. So why not? You know, I'm just trying to use the things that I have. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Okay. What am I going to do next? All right, get a glue stick out because I did want to put these, or maybe I'll just put this one over here. This is my reaction to when my husband told me that he was sick. Let's see, big, handsome. Yeah, I could put it here. That's fine. Okay, because he got sick at the end of May, okay, is he actually started getting sick this day. I'm not going to put this over here though because there's just not enough room because I have a little drawing there. So it's just happened this week is what I'm doing. So yeah. Oh, you know what? Dag nabbit. I forgot to get out. Okay. All right, that's fine. We're just gonna use this. Let me move this stuff. All right. Yeah, I was so upset when he said that he was getting sick, because in this particular instance, it could have very easily been avoided, but it was not avoided. So yeah, it makes me quite angry, but we won't go there because I don't feel like being angry. I'm done. I have wallowed in my anger for a while, so I'm done. All right, let's get into other stuff that's been going on. Yeah, and then this was because this little thing here is because I got sick as well. Yeah. And this is the day that I got sick, was on this Sunday, a couple days after my husband started showing signs of illness. So there's that. Okay, and these, just so you know, in case somebody asks, I don't know actually where they're from. I don't know how to get them. They're like, I don't know where it comes from, in other words, you know. I think it's just part of like your texting abilities, okay? Because that's when it comes up, is when I'm texting on my phone. I can put one of these. And so what I do is I text the picture to myself, and then I go in and copy the picture, put it into my notes app on my phone. Then I transfer them from there to the computer, and then I arrange them on a piece of paper, right? On like my Word, whatever, my word processor thing. And then I put them all on a piece of paper, and then I can print them all out. Okay. So, and then I use them however. I mean, normally I would use these big ones in like my regular journaling and stuff, but these, I resize them so that they'll fit into these squares. So these are just extra ones that I had. So I don't know if any of that made any sense at all. There's a bug in here. Any sense at all, but that's how I do it, okay? Because sometimes people will ask about it, you know? Okay, so let me get my pen out here. It's my favorite pen of all time. And where I know you guys aren't going to be able to see a whole lot of stuff, we'll just start over here. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I did have, you know, pencil. I drew it in pencil, okay? And this, as I draw it, maybe you guys will be able to see what it is. I hope you can tell what it is, because if not, then I'm doing a really poor job of drawing. And it doesn't make it easier drawing from this angle, but that's okay. All right. I am drawing a lighthouse. Yes, I'm drawing a lighthouse because, or why, you ask? Let me see if this is... Here's the bottom. And then this just loosely drawn. And then we have the waves, right? And I'm drawing this because my sweet girl is in Maine. Oh my gosh, I know. Yep. That girl goes all over the place, you know? I'm so glad she's doing it. I'm really proud of her for doing that for herself, you know? So my girl decided to go to Maine, and everyone keeps asking me whenever I tell them, why Maine? Do you know anybody in Maine? And yes, I do. My sweet Brookie from Recreations by Brooke lives in Maine, but she does not live near the coast. Anyway, so my daughter and her good friend decided they wanted to go somewhere this summer, right? So they were, picking all these different places and stuff, and it's super expensive to travel nowadays, but they got a really good deal on these flights to Maine. And so they flew into Bangor, and there's an airplane that only goes once a week there, So they're stuck in Maine for a week. But they started at Bangor. They spent a few days there. They're currently, like right this moment, they're in Camden, which is so funny because my son's name is Camden. Isn't that funny? I never realized how many places in the nation are named Camden, Anyway, so yeah, now she's on her way to Portland, stopping off on different places, and then she's going to drive further down. I think they're going to go into Boston and maybe spend a day or two there, and then they're going to turn around and go back up the coast back to Bangor and head back home, whenever their flight is. So yeah, so she's having such a good time, and I'm just proud of her, that she's doing this for herself, and why not? Why not? So now what I am drawing is a rocket. Because why? Because where I live on the east coast of Florida. We live a couple hours south of where the astronauts live. Anyway, yeah, so I get to go out on my dock and watch launches, and it's so stinking cool. And Elon Musk is doing his thing with a whole bunch of satellites for Starlink, and so they are sending up so many rockets these days, and this was just another one of them. Now, you ask, did I get any pictures? Did I see anything? No, I did not. I was so upset. I drew this in because I knew it was going to happen, okay? Did I see it? No, I did not. Why, you ask? Why didn't you see it, Elizabeth? I mean, you knew. This is grass here, by the way. You knew it was happening, so what do you mean you didn't see it? Well, I didn't end up seeing it because I was sitting in the living room and I thought, okay, well, I'll just open the window because we have like 3 picture windows that face the ocean. And so I thought, oh, I'll just, open up one of the windows at 8:30 when it's launching. No big deal. It's only 7:30 now. Surely I'll remember in an hour. No, dude, did I remember? No, I did not remember. No, I did not. Oh boy, was I ever hot. So yeah, I go into bed at like, I don't even know what time, like 9 or 10 o'clock or something. And I open up YouTube because I tend to watch a few videos before falling into a deep sleep. First thing I opened was the site that I watched the launches on, and I was so irritated because I was like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to watch a launch at 8:30. No, didn't see it. Okay. Oh gosh, that's so not good, I was just not happy at all. Okay, so this right here is her flight out. So this is what I mean too by like things that I choose to document, This is stuff my daughter's doing, like it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with her and her dear friend, and that's okay, I still like documenting where in the world my kids are, This is pound cake. My husband made my family recipe pound cake, and he did a really good job. It was his first time doing it. He did a great job, and he made them into little bread loaves, Oh my gosh, so perfect. The perfect size for like one serving, and they were so good. But anyway, yeah, as I'm documenting, I don't just document what's going on in my life. I document what's going on in my kids' lives too. So this is when she left to go to Maine. Actually, she left this day, but she was only going to her girlfriend's house. And then here I'm drawing a rabbit because of a lady that I used to watch years ago. And I got so much inspiration from her. And whenever she would document having her hair cut, she would use a hair, you know, like a rabbit, a hare. And that would denote that she had, you know, a haircut. And I thought it was so stinking cute. So this is to denote that we got haircuts this day. And of course, I'll write the word haircuts. And then this here is the actual astronaut launch. It was actually supposed to happen. Let me think. It was supposed to happen on Saturday, on this Saturday, the June 1st, and the family came over. My husband was sick upstairs, so I stayed away from them. They sat outside. I didn't even hug them or anything, you know, because I'm so picky about being sick. Like, if a person is sick, I don't want to be anywhere near them, like anywhere near them. And if I am sick, I definitely tell everyone that I am sick, just to let them make their own decision whether or not they want to be around me. Now, some people aren't as conscientious as that, thus we get sick. So anyway, I'm trying to back away from that anger. So anyhow, back to the launch. So yeah, the astronauts, two astronauts, Sunny and Butch, I believe, were going up to go to the space station on this day. And so yeah, the family was there. We were gathered on the dock because it was supposed to happen in the morning or early afternoon. And it did not. They scrubbed it, and they've scrubbed it like 3 or 4 times previous. I mean, even down to, like, I remember they were going to launch it and it got down to like 3 minutes, 50 seconds or something, T minus, you know, from when they launched, and they scrubbed it. Yeah, with 3 minutes, with 4 minutes to go. Yeah. So anyhow, they, for real this time, went up on this day, on the 4th. Yeah. And let me think, did I see it? Oh no, you know what? I did not see it, not from my dock. What happened was my husband and I were at our haircut, right? And so we go there, and I told Tony, our hairdresser, I was like, oh, the launch is today. And he's like, oh yeah, you can usually see it from here. I was like, okay, thinking he knew what he was talking about. And so we go out, you know, to the road or whatever, and we're looking up one direction. There's a guy I notice across the street, and he's looking in the opposite direction. And I'm like, look at this silly guy. You know, he's thinking he's going to see the launch, and he's not even looking in the right spot, right? A few seconds go by, and he's like, oh, are you guys looking for the launch? And we were like, yeah, I think it's going to be coming over that sign over there. And he's like, no, I'm watching it right now. It's over there. It's over there. And we were looking over there, and I was just like, gosh, Tony, for real? I wasn't happy. But anyway, it is what it is. I got to see the, like, the contrails going up, so it was fine. It was fine. All was well. But yeah, so that's why. Otherwise, I would have been on my dock watching, right? So I'm going to put up here, like, astronaut launch. Then this right here, oh my heavens to Betsy. Okay, guys. Oh, was it? Oh, crap. You know what? I don't think this was the right day. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Let me just check my calendar. Oh, no, it was. Okay, good. Okay. See, here's my thing. Because I get a little confused sometimes because all calendars are made differently. And some start the week with Sunday and some start it with Monday. I like to start it with Sunday, okay? That's when my week starts, is Sunday. And it's just out of habit. It is for no particular reason. I know a lot of people prefer a Monday start because that's obviously when you start your week, I guess. I don't know, but I like Sunday. So both my calendars are Sunday. So yeah, anyway. This day here, okay, that my husband felt so sick this day, all right? It was not good. And I felt bad because he drove me to the hospital because I had my regular CT, right? Well, when I went to make the appointment a while back, they said, oh, you need to have labs. And I was like, okay. And then, long story short, it ended up I did not need to have labs, right? But then I had to call my cancer center to say, hey, I need labs, you know? Okay. Now the cancer center is right across the street from the hospital, so no big deal, right? So, but I still, obviously I had to have my CT. Well, when you get a CT, you have to have contrast. And so they have to put in, they have to stick you with a needle anyway. They have to put an IV thing in, right? Oh my heavens to Betsy. Guys, it was like she was sticking, and that's what I drew. It was literally like she was sticking a garden hose up my arm. I was not happy. Oh my gosh. And the only solace I had was that, okay, I know for a fact this test only takes 10 minutes at the most, That's what it felt like. Like she was sticking a garden hose, and literally, guys, like blood was dripping down my arm. Thank goodness I was not looking at it, because I probably would have hurled. But I could feel her drying up, and when you feel somebody like over here wiping stuff up when the shot is over here, yeah, there's something wrong. Okay. That's not normal. All right. But I was like, okay, I can deal with this because it's only for 10 minutes, but oh my heavens. Okay. So we get done with that. I live through the procedure, right? I go, then I tell my husband, who again is sick as a dog. He's just been taking a nap in the car while I was in there. And I tell him, I'm really sorry, but can we go across the street so I can get labs done over there? Because either way I had to have labs done. All right. So I go over there, and I have a port in my chest, and that's how they administer any of the drugs, whatever that I need for the cancer treatment. I take pills for chemotherapy, but anyway, whenever I get blood taken or anything like that, hydration, anything like that, they go through my port. Well, normally what one would do is you would put this numbing, like lidocaine cream on the port itself, so you don't have any stick, nothing, you don't feel anything. Well, I didn't realize I was going to be going there for labs, so I didn't do any of that, whatever. So I go in there, and I go into the blood room, the phlebotomy room, whatever you want to call it. And there was a guy in there. I've never seen him there before. He's new. And his name is Tony. And I said, normally I would have this done by my port, but I didn't numb it, so you can just do it in my arm. It's fine. I've already been stuck this morning, right? He's like, okay, fine. So I said, please tell me you know what you're doing and it's not going to hurt. He's like, well, I know what I'm doing, and it might, you're going to feel a pinch, whatever. Can I tell you guys? I felt nothing. It was like magic. I felt nothing, not even a pinch. It was incredible, incredible. So he did my, vials of blood, whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, what magic is this? You are unbelievably good at your job, and I thank you so much. Please tell me your name, because the next time I have to do this, I'm coming straight to you, buddy. Oh my gosh. And then I told him all about the whole thing with the garden hose and my other arm, and oh my heavens, oh my gosh. But can I tell you, I bruise like a banana, and I usually look like a complete junkie when I'm done. No bruising on either arm. I couldn't believe it. From either one, from the one that didn't hurt and the other one, no bruising at all, none. I was very, very happy. So, yeah. Now I have all my stuff for this whole week. I also had, oh, dang it. Okay, see, here's one of the problems you run into when you draw this stuff ahead of time, or not really ahead of time, but when you're kind of like planning out your page, and you don't realize it at the time. Anyway, this day here, or I wasn't thinking when I drew this out, or stuck this on actually. On this day, we had an open house, so I was going to find a sticker in there and put it on here, but it'll just have to go wherever, doesn't matter. That's the other thing too. Sometimes I go into other days with my drawings, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It just makes it, like, in the end, I think, look more full and all that kind of jazz, right? Yeah. So, anywho. So there, all of that is drawn. And now I can go in and I can color everything in. or do whatever I feel like doing. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. I like to have, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Because this was our big news at the beginning of the month. Big handsome. Okay, can you just tell how not happy I was? Okay, Big Handsome is, I was so not happy because we tell every person that we come in contact with, which is generally family members, we tell every single one of them when we're sick. Or no, we tell every one of them, let us know if you're sick, because we're not going to come around. And yeah, so anyway, okay. I keep saying I need to get off the whole anger thing, but it has really been a struggle. I've been on the struggle bus about it. Anyway, okay, so Big Handsome is sick, then I got sick this day. Oh, I did want to try to put Maine here somewheres. Let's see here. Let's see if I can fit it in here. See, and here's the other thing. It really stinks, like, if you don't do something right. Like if I don't. M-A-I-N. There, that's good enough. Maine. And I will take my trusty old pen and I will outline it, okay? Yes, I will. And then I have one more of the bigger letters to go. And that is, yeah, the C-T. Okay, C-T. And now, again, like I said, I will take my pen and I'm not going to do all this on the camera. I don't do it all that neatly, and now it's getting a little bit harder because, of course, on the back side of this, I have, a bunch of stuff glued down, so it makes it a little bit more bumpy and all that kind of stuff. But I'll outline all this stuff in pen, and then I could have really drawn it like that. But anyway, once you do it here, obviously you can't do anything if you mess up or whatever, I mean, I could put a big sticker here if I wanted to instead and do it some other way, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. She sent me, one of the things I'm so thankful for, my sweet girl, is, I mean, a lot of the times it's like getting pictures for my kids is like pulling teeth, right? But in this case, she's such a doll. She is like sharing with me every single day, like all these pictures, and she said, oh my gosh, I hope I'm not sending too many. I was like, are you kidding me, sweetheart? There is no amount of pictures that would be too much, especially if they're of my sweet baby girl, okay? But I mean, the scenery up there is absolutely stunning. The forest, the rocks, the water, just beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, my daughter and I had talked a few years ago about she and I going to Maine. Yeah, I would love to do that, but anyway, maybe one day. So I think I'll leave you there. The only other thing that I have is this right here, okay? So like this, these are from Socks, and I finally unpackaged them. They were from Sweet Rebecca Hoot. Yeah, I unpackaged them to use because my feet have been really cold lately. So I'm gonna cut this out and glue it somewhere, okay? It can go anywhere. This is Earl Grey that I had. I probably had it on this day, so I can either put it here or I can put it here and write whatever. I mean, generally speaking, I don't have a lot that's going on because, like I said, like literally, we were out of the house this day because we had the open house. We were out of the house this day because we had the CT. But my husband and I were both sick as dogs, so we were like home. We just drove into town real quickly to get our hair cut, and then we've been home until today, so generally speaking, we don't leave the house, in other words, unless we absolutely have to. So otherwise we're home. We've been doing a lot of binge watching. No, not binge watching really, because we're not binging a certain show or anything, but what we have been doing is watching random movies, right? Well, they're not really random. I mean, they're movies that we think we might watch, but let me tell you guys, there are some cheesy movies out there, okay? And we've had the pleasure of watching a few. Yeah. So that's what we've been doing a lot of lately. And then this is Alouette. It's like a cheese spread. So I want to cut this little thing out and stick it somewhere on here. And then this is my bracelet from my CT. So I always keep those to write about them. Yeah. And then this little Snugadoo socks. They are super comfy. Yeah, I love them. And what else? Oh yeah, I had a question for you. Yeah, because we've been watching these like movies, right? Let me ask you guys. I think it's hilarious that if there is a dog in we were watching some kind of movie, but there were like 2 of them or something. I can't remember. We've seen so many, guys. I can't even remember what the names of them are. Anyway, it had a dog in it, okay? And in the credits, it has like Joe the dog as Boomer. And I'm just like, that's my question to you for this week, guys. Why? I mean, it's a dog, right? They're very well trained and they're beautiful dogs. But why change the name of the dog in a movie, you know? If his name is Remy, just call him Remy in the movie, you know? It's like, I don't understand that at all. If someone could explain it to me, I would love to hear the explanation. So yeah, leave that in the comments below, if you will. So anyhow, we're done for this session. I usually come in here, obviously. I haven't come in here since back here, right? I mean, yeah, because I think I filmed this on the 31st. So we hadn't even, yeah, it's been since May since I've been in here to do anything. And so I just wanted to come in here and show you how I kind of prep and what I do to start to get it going, right? So in these blank boxes, you know, or in any of the boxes, right? I will write a little bit about what we did, or I'll stick a cute little sticker in there or whatever. Here I have to put open house. I will color in all these, right? But I'm not going to do that with you guys. You know what coloring in looks like. And on these days here, I might just write movies or something, you know. Here I'll write about my daughter. Here I'll write Remy, you know, Remy grazing, because he started grazing. He also was grazing this morning. Yeah, I'll put launch in here and highlight it in pink. I'll put astronaut launch here somewhere, or down here. Yeah, see over here I put launch, and here it was a launch, but it was scrubbed. Yeah, all these, spectacular launch. That was a beautiful launch. See, I mean, they have launched so many times. And yeah, this is the first one this was the first one of the month. This was the second one of the month. So very cool, very cool. So anyway, yeah, I'll go in and I'll color all this, and then I'll fill in my words, you know, of like just the different things that are happening. And then I'll go back in probably and fill in areas with little stickers, right? So yeah, I've had so much fun doing this. I would really yeah, if you're interested in this, I would seriously consider going to get yourself like a cheapo, inexpensive, you know, calendar planner. Although we're halfway through the years so I don't know really if you would find one or not, but maybe it's something you look forward to in 2025. In fact, I think I'm going to purchase a few of these. Maybe I'll send some out. I don't know, but I just think they're a lot of fun. I really do. I think they're a lot of fun. Hardly anything, you know, I get some ghosting and stuff from the page before, but it's really not that big of a deal once it's all done, right? Like I can't see over here all of the stuff from here, right? Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun. It really has been. I've really enjoyed it. So, and also I don't have to come in here every single day to, you know, to write something down. I can wait a whole week actually and just come sit in here for 30, 40 minutes, get it done and be done with it, you know, and then let the things happen as they do, and then come back in here and do, you know, a week at a time. You know what I mean? So I hope that gave you some ideas. I hope you enjoyed that little like journal with me or decorate with me, however you want to put it. this is how it's done. Okay, that's probably what the title is going to be of this video. This is how it's done. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. Have a great rest of your day. And again, I thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Time is so precious, and I do appreciate that you choose to spend it with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be able to see that I'm still dropping videos. So, yep, I will bid you all adieu and talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.